Hello and welcome to Nintendo Pals Podcast, your weekly dive in all things Nintendo with a couple of friends. Tonight, we are going to play a game where each of us must bet and guess more of a thing in a Nintendo category than the other. We'll explain as we get to that section. Plus, we're going to be talking about the latest in news and Switch 2 rumors and possibly predicting what games are coming for Switch 2 from different development teams with Nintendo. We're going to be talking all of that and more. You weren't ready with the theme song, bro. Greetings, fellow Nintendo Pals. My name is Andros, and I'm one of the hosts of the Nintendo Pals podcast. And I am joined, as I'm joined each and every week, by my fellow Nintendo Pal, Micah.
Yep.
And Micah, I gotta ask, what the heck's going on? Why didn't you have the theme song ready? Oh, just kidding. How the heck are you?
It's because they moved it.
Oh, did they?
They. Them.
The them? Dude, those guys are the worst.
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good.
Pretty good. Hey, did you see my new hair?
I did. It's
Look at
pretty
that.
spiffy.
It's blue and purple. It's purple roots to a blue tip. I'm trying the full head hair dye this time. This is the first time doing that. I mean, I did dye purple the tips of my hair previously. So this is new look. And I like it. I think it turned out great. It's kind of like a gradient. And in the sun, it's like, swing! Look at how colorful that guy's hair is. That's what a description of my hair. This is for the audio listeners. They need to know what it looks like. Like, I got to tell you, this weekend I went to a convention. I drove myself down to Orlando for a big con, and by big con I mean like they ripped us off, man. But it's called MegaCon, and it's a pop culture convention. This is my second time going to like a convention style thing. The one in my city was much smaller than this, like 100 times smaller than this. This was massive, huge, crazy, and I saw a lot of cool cosplays from all sorts of different games. And would you believe it, Micah, if I told you that I was the only Tingle cosplay at this whole convention?
I'm going to be honest. No, that does not surprise me.
Oh, I thought you were going to say, no, I don't believe it. How could they? Yeah. And I got to tell you, so my plan in going here is we're in the middle of follower February over on Andros One, my YouTube channel, Twitch channel, TikTok channel, and now I'm on Red Note and Clapper and all these other random obscure social media sites. If you have a social media, there's probably an account with me on it over there. And I'm trying to gain as many followers as possible in the month of February. All right. So we're in week 2, start of week 2. And one of the challenges that I had to do was go in public and hold a sign that said, subscribe to Andros One or follow Andros One. And I thought, I'm going to cheese this. Here, I've actually got it right here. I'm going to cheese this by using my cosplay, and I have a big balloon that says follow Andros One on one side. My kids have been drawing on it, as you can probably see here. Look at this.
I thought you had added some things to it.
It's great. And subscribe to Andros one on this side. My wife helped me write that out. Calligraphy. Anywho, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna dress as Tingle. I'll have this big balloon behind me, and it'll basically be a giant sign that I'm walking around with. And people will be able to subscribe and follow to me. And that was my whole intention of going to this convention. This was a last minute. My sister was like, hey, there's a convention down here. If you wanted to come, you could cosplay, do your Tingle cosplay like you did at your other convention. That might be fun. Which by itself is a fun concept to me. Sure. I like cosplay. I am officially a cosplayer. All right. I have so many costumes. But they're not costumes. They're cosplays because
they're more than just a costume.
They're more than just a costume. And so I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna make the drive down for just that. But follower February is a lot of the challenges were generated by ChatGPT. And this was a challenge given to me by ChatGPT. And I was kind of dreading having to do it. And I was like, oh, this is perfect, actually. And I thought if I go to a convention, that's like...
There'll be a bunch of other weirdos there, too.
Yeah, and it's like the target demographic for my content, right? Like, if I just go out to the side of the road and hold up a sign, 99% of people passing by are not watching YouTube content and streams are related to Zelda and gaming challenges and Nintendo cosplay. But at a MegaCon, at a Comic-Con type thing, I'd say a large portion of those people would do that. So I was so excited. I'm walking in there. I hadn't met up with my sister yet, so I was completely solo, and that was the worst part of the convention. Being by yourself at a convention is so. I'm like dressed up, and I'm dressed up in an outfit. Okay, I'm jumping ahead of myself here, but being dressed as Tingle makes people react to you in a certain way. And it's two extremes ends of a spectrum here. As I'm walking in, someone looks at me and goes, "Oh, not Tingle."
Not Tingle.
Yeah. He had a smile on his face. But like, people either hate him or they absolutely love Tingle. I had so many people ask pictures with me. I seriously felt like a celebrity. They're like, I didn't expect Tingle here. They're like, oh my gosh, can I please get a picture with you? And I'm into it. I like being a goofball in public, and so I'm out here doing like these poses and doing things that are very Tingle coded, right? And people just light up. People just light up either way, and they'll be like, "Oh my gosh, this guy Tingle's the worst," but they still smile. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And nobody acts to Tingle the way you do to like Waluigi. Nobody like actually hates Tingle. They're just like, that guy's
reasonable.
Weird. That guy's weird. Anyway, so I'm by myself. I'm walking into this convention, and I'm walking past. There's a prop check-in, and I was like, "Do I need to check this in?" To the people at the front, and they're like, "It's just a balloon." And I was like, "Yep." And they're like, "You're good." And so I start walking past. I'm going past the prop check-in desk, and the guy goes, "Wait, you with the balloon, stop!" Like, oh shoot, the jig is up.
You're under arrest. Classic Tingle.
You can't have a follow, Andros. No, yeah. They were like, "Is that a helium balloon?" And I said, "Yes." And they're like, "No helium allowed."
Is there a different way to make a balloon float?
Not floating, but I could have had the big balloon on like a stick.
I guess.
Which
I feel like it's probably pretty obvious that it's a floating balloon, right?
Yeah.
When you see it.
Yeah, I could have lied and said it's not helium. It's what else floats? It's actually held up with
methane.
I have a fan on my back that's blowing it up. um, but I was honest, and I was like, yeah, it's a helium balloon, and they're like, yeah, sorry, you can't have that in the convention. And they pulled out the rules, like they have this like big packet of rules, and they're like, see, it's right here. And I'm like, oh, okay, I didn't read those. They had them online, I guess. And
What do
so I
they
was
got
like,
against
okay,
helium, though?
do I need to? It's flammable, and therefore
Slightly flammable.
dangerous. Who knows? Who knows? Um, so I was like, okay, do you want me to get in line so I can check this in? And he goes, because check in, they like give you a ticket so you can come back and claim it, right? And
Oh,
he
yeah.
goes, you don't need to check that in. I think you're the only one that's going to have a giant balloon. So they just took it from me, and I was like, it does have my name on it, so I think I'll be good. They took it from me. I didn't see what they did with it because I then just turned heel and walked in to get my convention pass and go through, which there were lines and stuff were horrible. This place was so packed, thousands and thousands of people. It was chaos. Yeah. So poorly organized as a giant event. But I don't know what they could have done different, really. I don't know. So I went down there for this challenge, and I immediately couldn't do the challenge because I'm like, okay, well, there's my sign is gone. But like it turns out it might not have been a total bust because I came back to claim my balloon at the end because that helium tank was like $30. I'm not gonna waste this balloon. I came back and it was just tied to a chair there at the front. So literally everybody walking in saw it anyways. And maybe it was even easier than if I had done it.
Wow, this balloon is too dangerous, so we're just going to keep it right here with us.
Yeah. So it's just sitting there. And I was like, they just put up a sign with my name on it essentially at the front. And I just think that's very funny. I don't know who followed from seeing a big red balloon that says follow Andros1, subscribe to Andros1. But maybe somebody did. And that's the story of me at the convention. So what did I do at the convention? I actually spent most of it just outside of the convention building. I hung out with my sister. She had some friends there with her. They were Baldur's Gate 3 characters. It's pretty
Nice.
And their cosplay was really, really good. So we kept getting stopped. Like in the convention itself, there was a point where they were being so warmed with people asking for pictures, and vice versa. People would come and ask me for pictures, and so we would like swap being camera people back and forth. Yeah, it was quite something. I felt famous. Even though I'm not. Nobody knows who I am, but everybody knows who Tingle is. He's an icon. And then so I made some TikTok videos with my sister there that were very funny. Like, why is Tingle here with these Baldur's Gate 3 characters? People thought that was very funny too. They're like, can I get a picture of all of you together? Because this just doesn't
miss
match.
The memo or something.
Yeah. It's great. So everybody should go check out my TikTok. I posted a bunch of videos from the convention over there. They'll come to YouTube slowly over time as well. It was a good time, Micah. And you could have joined me. I have an extra Tingle suit. It's actually not Tingle, it's Knuckle. I learned that the purple one is called Knuckle.
Oh.
And the pink one is Ankle. And the white one is like Larry.
Interesting.
I'm looking it up here on the side. Tingle's brothers. David Jr.
David Jr.
Yeah, I think David Jr. needs a rebrand, though. He needs a different color because a white Tingle suit looks far too close to.
It's
It looks too much like a member of a clan that nobody wants to be associated with. So yeah, we'll officially rebrand David Jr. into a different outfit. I think green, purple, pink. Maybe David's blue.
It's a reasonable color.
It's good.
But what
That's a
about
good
orange?
color. Orange, also good. An orange tingle suit would actually be pretty cool. Anywho, that was my weekend adventure. That was an all day thing. Very funny moments of just being out walking around and people. I mean, so many people were like tingle, tingle, and I always get someone going. Well, I've been to 2 conventions, but at both conventions, I had someone come up and go, "It's iDubbbz." Do you know who iDubbbz is?
No.
He's a YouTuber that was really popular. He made a series called like Content Cop where he made fun of other creators, but he dressed up as Tingle once. And so people know that more than Tingle the character, which is very funny to me. Someone asked me what
that was the first time. You're
yes,
like, what?
Yeah, I know who iDubbbz is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've never watched his stuff, but I know who he is. He puts on Creator Clash, I think, every year, where YouTubers go and box each other.
Interesting.
Yeah. Someone asked me what my favorite Zelda game was, and I said, Tears of the Kingdom. And they were like, okay, besides that one? I was like, probably Twilight Princess. And they're like, that's the wrong answer. It's like, and I was like, what's the right, which one would you say? Any guess, Micah?
Wind Waker?
No.
Well, they're wrong then.
It's Ocarina of Time, is what they said.
Oh, they're insane.
I had to chuckle to myself every time someone says that because I'm like, oh, if Micah was here, he'd
I'd punch him right in the face.
Tweak out. Ah! There were some cool freaking cosplays at this thing, man. Like, I saw a full Raphael Ninja Turtle that looked hyper, like realistic. Like a combination of the CGI movies and the Jim Henson puppet movies.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like the Jim Henson puppet structure, but with the texturing of like a CGI Raphael, and you're just walking around like
it's pretty sweet.
Just a dude coming to a convention. Where's some of the other cool ones I saw? Handsome Squidward.
That's fantastic.
That was a pretty good one. There were a lot of very creative costumes. Have you watched what's the League of Legends show?
Arcane.
Yeah, have you watched Arcane?
I've seen the first season. Haven't.
Okay.
It's gotten around to the second.
The blue-haired Arcane character. Was it Jinx?
Yep.
There were at least 100 Jinx. Like so many. And there was a point where there was like some like an Arcane meetup, and you could just see just the sea of blue wigs, and it was so funny. So funny, yeah.
So you like fit right in then if you took off your
yeah, I was like, hey,
hood.
It's me, Jinx. Man, I'm trying to think what other cool cosplays I saw. There was a Wolverine that was actually a Wolverine, and it had like the suit had like roaring sound effects with it, so it was, and it would like jump at people a little bit. I saw a furry Link. Like straight up, like you know the furry mascot look, right?
I don't particularly.
Do you know what a furry is? Do you know what a furry is?
Is there a mascot?
No, but like the fursuits all have this kind of like cartoony animal wolf look, right?
Yeah,
like most of them,
something like that.
And so this was that, but he was wearing a Link outfit, and it was like a legit, authentic, like green cap, Hylian shield, master sword. I was like, what? what an awesome combination of things. I go, sure. You know what? All right. Yeah. Tons. I mean, you name a character and there was someone dressed like that. There were just thousands of people and there were a lot of people coming in costume. Oh, I saw 2 Inspector Gadgets, separate Inspector Gadget cosplayers. I didn't know that was like even still around. You got a fandom, like sure. Yeah, just a lot of it was really cool. That's the best part of a convention to me. And to me, so we should talk about this. I have gone way off track here. But I dressed as Tingle. It was fun. I had a great time. And we should talk about it more in Pals Plus.
Yeah, this was Nintendo Pals Plus. We talked.
And we're done. Yeah, this was a Nintendo Pals Plus featurette inside here. How's your weekend been? What'd you get up to this week?
Not really anything.
Not really anything.
Probably.
That's not true. You played Elden Ring with me.
Yeah, but I barely even had to sit up for that.
So true. So true. Yeah, we're in the middle of our Elden Ring playthrough still, for those curious. Any other games you've been playing?
Not really. I don't think I haven't gamed too much this last week or two.
I've just been
Splatoon.
I've just been doing more Zelda. I've just been doing more Zelda. I've been. Oh wait!
I did golf with you.
Yeah, we did Korok golf, which was pretty fun. It felt a little rocky at points as we were kind of figuring things out, but conceptually it worked. Some of the rounds worked better than others.
I thought all of them but one worked really well.
Which one didn't work well? That was the glider, right?
The one we tied on.
Oh, I wonder why you didn't like that one.
Yeah, it was
no. The glider one was so.
Oh, that was a pain in the butt.
Yeah, it was just really difficult. The spring ones were so inconsistent, but also very fun. Yeah,
I did like the rocket.
Yeah, and that just feels the truest to what Korok golf should be: is just strapping a rocket and hoping.
And it is something I have actually done.
Yeah,
in the game previously.
It's the best way to get a Korok from point A to point B, if we're being honest. Yeah. Well, we'll have to do some more because we have a list. I've compiled a list. I don't know if you remember all the things we've talked about doing for co-streams for Zelda, but there's some fun ones in there. This week I'm going to be, one of my challenges is to stream a game with high discoverability. And it gave me some suggestions on how to determine what's high discoverability, but I'm going to be playing some random game I've never played before. That may just end up being GTA 5, which is like the most popular game on Twitch right now. We'll see. It also depends on what time of day you're streaming, what's most popular, because those GTA 5 streamers get like 100,000 views. So they're pulling all these numbers, making it look like it's really popular when it's just like 2 people.
Yeah. That
are making it really. That's not even true. It's like a dozen, but there's a bunch of people making it popular. A small group. Yeah, that's really been all I've played as well. My daughter was playing tonight. She's playing through Echoes of Wisdom. She just finished the first dungeon, defeated Shadow Link, and got the sword. She did it all on her own. I did have to help her at one point. She was like, I can't figure out how to get through this door. And it was a pretty simple puzzle. There were statues next to the door, and one of them had a shield that you had to pull off. Spoilers for Echoes of Wisdom. That one door.
Now I don't need to play the game anymore.
Yeah. That was basically spoiled the whole game. Well, if that's all our icebreakers, man, what do you say we jump into the first segment of our show, which is the Nintendo news? questioningly because I wasn't sure you would be ready for me, but you were.
Always ready.
Fantastic news. Golden Sun has been added to the Nintendo Music app after all this time. Exactly.
Finally done it. But they don't have enough.
They don't have enough. Explain.
They need more Golden Sun music.
Which tracks are missing?
They don't really have any like the character themes, I don't think, unless they have like different names than I remember.
They have to have Isaac.
That's what you would think. You would really think that, wouldn't you?
I would definitely think that. Sorry, just away from the mic to get water.
I haven't really gone through all of them, but I don't think they do, unless they rebranded it.
It's got a new name. That one song, that one Golden Sun song is the new title.
I was like, maybe it's just the battle theme. Okay, yeah. They do have that one, I guess. It used to be like the Isaac battle theme whenever I search it up, but they just call it battle theme here.
Okay, so it is in there. We really don't have a lot of news to talk about this week, so that's like the biggest Nintendo news thing that I saw. Besides, you want to talk about the next one?
Oh yeah, the Splatfest results, where once again white chocolate reigns champion.
Yeah, how does humanity? Well, it's not really humanity; it's just Splatoon players, which I don't know if they even count as humans. How did they fail this one twice? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you mess up something twice like this?
White chocolate destroyed first in every single category except one, where it was second. And you know what did real Garbo? Milk chocolate.
Yeah.
It was third in everything except second in one category.
Which was votes. Also, It just boggles my mind. 50% of the votes went to white chocolate. How?
White chocolate's the best chocolate.
I think it's not. It's just not. And this is just objective.
No.
It is missing the key ingredients that make chocolate chocolate.
Okay.
And you know it's a conspiracy that white chocolate was just created by Nestle to sell chocolate cheaper. Well, they sell it the same price, but it costs less to make because it's got less ingredients in it. And the whole marketing behind it was it's white. It's chocolate, but it's white. There was no description of the flavor. There's no
I mean, how would you describe the flavor of chocolate?
Sweet, creamy. It's not savory.
Is that not how you describe white chocolate?
Right. So is it any different than regular chocolate? That's what I'm saying. Is the marketing didn't distinguish it. How? What's the difference?
It's
white.
Better. I'm definitely not going to say that. That's a wild.
Yeah. Otherwise, you're going to need to ask David Jr. for his costume. Yeah, that's right. I'm just coming out here taking swings at white chocolate lovers. You guys are racist. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. You're just all these other chocolate lovers are just so aggressive. Apparently,
I like white chocolate. I do. I am not a white chocolate hater, but on this list, by far the worst. By far the worst.
I mean, apparently not. It's by far the best,
according to Splatoon players.
Yes.
And do they really count as people? Is really what I was is really I want to bring that point up again.
Do they count as more than people? Maybe.
Yeah, like squids.
Like
they're kids
people?
and they're squid people. They're kids and squids. I'm just trying to make, like we often do on this show, make entire fandoms upset.
I mean, it's definitely our goal. At least once per
Yeah, at
episode.
least once per episode, we just kick off an entire fan base within the Nintendo community. We're like, Splatoon players, those guys suck.
Oh, I thought you were just talking about white chocolate people.
No, I'm insinuating that. Well, we know from the stats that 50% of Splatoon players suck. 40,
You're right, because 50% didn't choose white chocolate.
48.88% to be exact. I like to get passionate about these Splatfests that I don't participate in it ever.
Yeah.
I
Have
have
you ever
fun
played
a Splatfest
during a Splatfest? At least in Splatoon 3.
Yes, but only once, and I don't even remember what the thing was.
Wow.
I just don't think I'm a Splatoon guy. So maybe I need to go find something else to fill that void.
That void.
Do you sometimes feel like, man, I'm a phony Nintendo fan? Because you only like certain series that Nintendo has and not all of them? Because I was like, Mario, Zelda, Pokemon are all games that I jam with. And I'm like, what else do I like?
That's not a
like
lot.
Nintendo franchise. Yeah, it's really not a lot. But then I think about it more. I'm like, well, I like Kirby.
Kirby's good.
I like Mii's.
Slightly less good.
Okay. And I also want to be clear that there are many franchises that I just haven't really tried. Right?
Fire Emblem.
Fire Emblem and Xenoblade.
But that might change with the definitive X version, right? I guess I just say X.
I'm not. If I'm gonna play a Xenoblade game, it is not gonna be Chronicles X Definitive Deluxe.
Why not?
Sorry. Because that's like not even a real entry in the series. It's like separate.
Isn't that the one where they say that's Dunban over there?
No, that's the first one. That's Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. Not.
I thought
Xenoblade Chronicles X
was way better than it was apparently.
I see. I really haven't given Pikmin a good try. I like old Donkey Kong. I don't like new Donkey Kong. Love Smash Bros. Love Animal Crossing. I can't say. I really can't say that I love Luigi's Mansion because I've only played the one, and I do love that one. I do love that one, but I feel like that's a fake fan. Like you played one game in the series, and we're like, yeah, that's really good. I am a fan of Star Fox.
It's a good one.
But I'm going to caveat that and say that, like, some Star Fox, good. Other Star Fox, I wasn't a fan of.
Which ones?
I liked Command, Assault. What were the ones that we played multiplayer at your house?
Those ones are good.
Oh, that's Assault. 64. Star Fox 64.
What about Adventures?
Didn't play
Adventure?
it. Didn't play it. Remember, I don't have a GameCube. Why hasn't that been re-released in some capacity?
It's fantastic. I'm sure all the critics loved it.
No, Star Fox. Star Fox U.
Fantastic.
Not a good game. No,
Star Fox Zero?
Yeah, Star Fox Zero. Didn't like it.
Apparently Zero looks cool in Japanese. So I've heard. Was it the flying and aiming being separate?
Yeah, the controls just felt horrible.
Awesome. They felt awesome.
Yeah, I think you're very much in the minority in that.
That doesn't sound right.
Well, Well, we never have to deal with it again, probably.
Oh, hopefully not.
Switch 2. It's
Hopefully we
gonna have a
do
separate
have to deal with
gamepad.
it again.
I mean, I am a Wii U fan, and I like the Wii U weird controls, but I didn't like them in this game. It was just frustrating to me. I thought it was maybe if I had just played even more and just bashed my head into it even more, I would have gotten used to it.
Maybe if you had gotten good, it would have been better.
Yeah. Okay, Chibi
I
Robo.
will say it was short though.
Chibi Robo's in there.
Longer.
I haven't played a single Chibi Robo game. Metroid. No, I like Metroid.
Fantastic games.
Yeah. Every Metroid game that I've played to completion, I've really liked. So.
Oh, one of them?
2. I beat Fusion. We talked about this. I beat Fusion and Dread. And next, I'm gonna do Super. My
nice.
Plan. Because I'm like,
that was on the Wii U.
I think I like all of this style. the 2D Metroid games. And hey, I'm gonna try Prime 4 when it comes out. I haven't played any Fire Emblem games. Brain Age. I did like Brain Age. I played 2 Brain Age.
The assist trophy. It's kind of cool.
And what's funny here is like on these series, it's just more variations of Mario. Mario Party, Paper Mario,
tennis,
Mario
Strikers.
Kart. And it's like, I like all of these except for Strikers. I don't like Strikers. Well, I did like Strikers back on the GameCube. I thought the Wii one was okay, and then the latest one sucked. I didn't like it.
Yeah, it did have some jankiness.
Yeah.
My favorite is when people would they'd be like Peach or someone with like a bunch of spin or control or whatever, and they'd just immediately kick a goal on kickoff, and there was like a 35% chance your goalie would not block it. Just like, excuse me?
Yeah. Oh, another series, Punch Out.
That is pretty good, but the online wasn't fantastic either.
I haven't played like a single Punch Out game.
I played that on the Wii U. It was Mr. Dream at that point.
Oh, I also haven't played any Earthbound or Mother games. There's so many series that I haven't.
Earthbound on the Wii U. Now that I think about it, I played a lot of.
You've played a lot more Nintendo series than me. It sounds like, except.
Yeah, because I didn't go through any of these non-Nintendo phases.
I've never been in a Nintendo phase. Never. Never.
Okay. Sounds like you're in the denial phase.
Denial? Not me. Okay, well, let me list off these series here, and you tell me if you like or dislike. Okay? Donkey Kong.
Mostly dislike.
Okay. Pikmin.
Like.
Kirby.
Like.
Wait, what Kirby games have you played?
Kirby Air Ride.
Is that the only one?
Old school Kirby games.
Okay.
I technically played Kirby Clash, even though that game was garbage.
That game's great.
I love horrible.
I think I've liked every Kirby game I've played. All of them.
Yeah, it's not good.
Okay. How about Mother?
I liked it. The one Earthbound I played.
You just played Earthbound. Yeah. Splatoon.
I like it.
Zelda.
Like it. Of course.
Mario Party.
That was a bit hit or miss.
I mean,
generally like it.
That's fair. I was gonna say I generally I'd say I'm a huge fan of the Mario Party series. I really like the Mario Party games, except for 9 and 10. They just weren't good. They weren't good. And maybe I need to revisit them, but when I played them, I was like, this is horrible. They just made such bad game decisions. Box Boy.
Never heard of it.
Never heard of it?
Never heard of it.
Okay. I haven't played it, but I've heard of it. Animal Crossing.
Mostly like. I mean, I've only really played one Animal Crossing.
Yeah, I
didn't
feel
have
like
a lot of time into it.
you can't judge it off of like one, but you did put a lot of you did put a lot of hours in Animal Crossing,
Mhm.
mostly in the tournament market. Smash Bros,
Like,
Pokemon,
mostly like.
Luigi's Mansion,
Oh, definitely like.
Star Fox,
I like it.
Chibi Robo.
Never played.
That's weird. The one GameCube that like everybody that had a GameCube and had GB Robo loved GB Robo.
I don't think I'd ever even heard of Chibi Robo until like 3 years ago.
Okay, next up's Paper Mario.
I like it.
Punch
Mostly. I did like the one I played.
Out. Okay, Metroid.
I definitely like it.
Fire Emblem.
Mm,
Did you play a Fire Emblem game?
I have played some Fire Emblem games. Never to completion and never very long.
So can you really say this is one there's like I haven't really played enough to say, or did you play enough to make a decision?
I mean, they got one on NSO, and I was like, I'm going to play this Fire Emblem game. I played it once, and then I did not play it again.
Brain Age.
Nope.
Don't like or didn't play? Why is there why is there a pause? What do you mean? You don't know?
I actually don't know if I've ever played Brain Age. I think I've played like a few minutes. It's just like,
I think you would like Brain Age.
hmm.
It seems like your kind of game where it's just go for little personal records in little mini games, essentially. Mario Kart.
I like it, but not as much as almost anyone else.
I like it. Mario, just Super Mario.
Of course.
Game and Watch.
Never played.
Big Brain Academy.
Nah. That's the same thing as Brain Age. They're like the same thing.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
It's the same category. Involving
and then
brains.
I feel like there's other franchises here that weren't covered here. I mean, you could break out Pokemon into a bunch of different things.
And
Mario
never even said F-Zero.
Yeah, it's not even on this list, but this is just like
Harsh.
top results from Google. So, and it doesn't have what is the category of me based games? You know what I'm talking about? Those like Wii games.
Garbo games.
Okay, well, so do you not like me games?
I don't
Wii
know.
Sports.
I do like
Wii Play.
Wii Play.
You didn't like
mostly,
Wii Sports?
Mostly just the Tanks game. No, Wii Sports is fun. But that wasn't fun because they were Mii's.
Wii Party?
It was back in the day, I guess. I don't know if I've ever really played Wii Party.
I'm not saying because they're Mii's. I'm asking what you think of the series.
Is it a real
You don't
series?
like it because
Or is it just random games? They're like, we don't have an IP for this.
But they do have IPs for a party game?
Well, yeah, they can't make another Mario Party.
How did they do that though? Wii Party is infinitely better than Mario Party 9 and 10. Infinitely better. It's crazy. It's crazy. And there's Wii Party 2 and Wii Play 2 and Wii Sports. Wii Music would be in this.
But was that one good?
I had fun with it, but I recognize that it is a bad game. It's just not very fun, but I liked it. What other games are in that series? That might be one of my favorite. That might be like a top 3. Miitopia. Would Miitopia? Yeah, Miitopia and that other one.
That other one.
Tomodachi Life.
Do they have Mii's?
Yeah. They live a little. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Tomodachi Life. They live a little me life, and it's like kind of Sims like, kind of. Okay, I looked it up. Me games, this is the freaking hugest list I've ever seen. We Fit. That, I mean, 2/3 of that game are me based games. And the other ones are just doing regular exercises with
The
We Fit trainer.
exercises.
Okay. Wii Sports, Tomodachi Life, Wii Sports Resort, Miitopia, Miitomo.
Oh, Wii Sports Resort. It's pretty good.
Wii Sports Resort is the best one in the series. For sure. Go Vacation. I don't think that counts. I don't think that counts because that is not. That's Bandai Namco, and you can use Mii's in it, or you can use their character creator thing. Man, do you remember the days the days on Wii when games would come out and they'd be like, and it has Mii compatibility, like Dance Dance Revolution, and it put a Mii head onto like a human dancing body? That was so funny. Let's bring that back. Animal Crossing let you do that. You could wear a Mii mask in Animal Crossing that changed your character to a Mii instead of the little villager. Looked horrible.
Yeah.
It's like his little fat little body with like a Mii head. Yeah, I was like, this doesn't look right. Pilot Wings Resort. That was that one's on 3DS. Wii Party, Wii Sports Club, Nintendo Land.
I was wondering if you get to that one on that list.
I completely forgot about Nintendo Land being a Mii-based game. We Party U, We Play Motion, We Fit You, Tomodachi Collection. I don't even know what that is.
Collection of Tamagotchi games.
Mario Golf Super Rush. They put that on here, and I don't know. Should that count? I mean, the campaign. Well, the campaign you have to play as a Mii.
That's a Mario game,
which is very funny.
Or at least it's just as much a Mario game as a Mii game.
It's very funny that on the Switch where they like hid the Mii Maker and it's like they're not prominent anymore, right? That Mario Golf Super Rush forced you to use a Mii to play the campaign. I think that's hilarious. There's I already said We Fit You, but there was also We Fit Plus, which personal trainer walking. A DS game
that
with
sounds
a
like
pedometer.
A terrible game.
A pedometer that you had around that you could carry around. I think that's it. Because I'm looking at the rest of these and it's like, yeah, there's Mii support, but that's not really. They're not really Mii games. But it's got like Mario Kart Wii listed here, Big Brain Academy, Mario Sports Mix, Wii Ski and Snowboard. Fortune Street, I think, is. Fortune Street, it was just like a Monopoly game that you play with Mii's. Rusty's Real Deal Baseball. Yeah, let's go. I think that's it. Oh, and then it lists here. You also have the Check Me Out channel, the Everybody Votes channel. This one here is AR games for the 3DS. This list is actually very long. There's more games in this series than there are in F-Zero or Star Fox.
Well, there's like 4 F-Zero games, I'm pretty sure.
I mean, this might have more games than Metroid.
Oh, absolutely. Metroid doesn't really have that many games either.
That's so funny. And what's wild about that is that all came out in the Wii U era. Like that is, and there has not been.
Yeah, they've leaned into it hard.
Switch Sports doesn't really. It's not a Mii game. you can use Mii's, but they were like, look at your little Sporticas, your little sport guys
They
that
could be
look
a squirrel.
ugly and horrible, except for the animal character ones. Those are cool. Yeah.
Weird.
Anywho, like, we are in tangent central this episode, or I am in tangent central. Let's move on. We have. I don't think there's really too much to talk about in the rumor mill. So, what do you say we move on to the secret segment? All right. Today's secret segment is a suggestion from Fedorable Will. And if you've left us a suggestion, like we have Flight, he's left us one. We haven't looked at it yet. Like next week, we will do yours. And we need more. So, anybody out there listening, join up the Discord and leave your suggestions for a secret segment. Okay. So, let's talk about what is each EPD team working on. What does EPD stand for? Nintendo Entertainment Planning and Development. And Will gave us a cheat sheet here from the website nintendo.fandom.com, and it gives us a list of different teams within Nintendo and what they primarily work on. So the question is, what are they working on right now?
I feel like your mic got a little weird.
Oh, am I good?
Maybe I'm crazy. I feel like it just changed slightly.
That wouldn't be too surprising. Hello?
Maybe it's back to normal.
Maybe it is. Okay, so first up we have
as part of this site he sent us, it appears they show a current structure. So would we actually not have to guess and we could just read this? Just saying.
So we can see what they're working on. This is just what they're known for, their works that they've done previously. So you have groups 3 through 10. Yeah, that's what did I say this stands for? EPD is Entertainment Analysis and Development. So these teams are EAD3, but they've restructured. So like Team 4 is made up of people from EAD2, EAD5, and SDD, which is system development team. And then you can see who manages each of those teams on this list that we're looking at. But that's not really important. What we really care about is the group and their former works. So Group 3 is known for the Legend of Zelda series. My guess
Legend of Zelda
is they're working on the Legend of Zelda. What do you think the next thing is for the Legend of Zelda? Are we going to see a new main line next, or something different?
That's a good question. I mean, it sort of seems like, Tears of the Kingdom had no DLC. I think because they wanted to get working on Zelda again real quick for the Switch 2, so that it doesn't come too late in its lifetime. And Echoes of Wisdom did just come out. But I mean, I don't expect to see Legend of Zelda for like 2+ years or something.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's gonna be a bit, but I also kind of think that they could reasonably do a third a third entry that is in the Breath of the Wild world and canon.
It's possible. I feel like, I thought I'd heard that they don't plan on doing that. Maybe I'm misremembering.
No, there was definitely an interview where they're like, where
Done
they,
everything we wanted or something, or
yeah, we've done everything we wanted to with this world, but
I mean, who knows?
what does that mean? Yeah. So that is probably what they're working on as the next main line. You think not nothing side related coming up? I think
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that. I mean, they could make a side game in the next 3 years or something, though.
You know what they're doing? They're gonna fill those gaps with Wind Waker and Twilight Princess. Yeah,
Maybe.
they're still stranded on the Wii U, man. The HD ports. I mean, imagine those coming this year. That's a system seller for a lot of people. Wind Waker.
I don't know. Maybe for like old people.
Yeah. Like you and me.
Exactly. All these young people haven't even experienced Wind Waker.
True. I guess we could see a remake of a classic. We've always thrown around that Zelda 2 remake would be cool. Modern take on that game. Okay. Group 4, which their works are experimental and casual oriented games. They are probably working on Ring Fit 2.
Maybe.
Whatever the new healthy game is, that's probably their project. My guess. You got any?
That sounds reasonable.
That's what I think. I think they're working on whatever the sequel to Ring Fit is. The next iteration of health-focused game. Group 5 is Animal Crossing and Splatoon. What an interesting mix. What?
Just wait until you see the next group. But yeah, I mean, they're obviously making an Animal Crossing game and a Splatoon game.
Well, the next group is an interesting one. They're obviously working both.
Well, I mean, there's definitely an Animal Crossing and a Splatoon game in the works.
Yeah, Splatoon seems like they have a quick turnaround for games.
Quite a bit quicker than most.
But Animal Crossing has been out for so long now that I would be shocked if we don't get one this year.
This year?
Yeah.
Like within 365 days from now, or by the end of this year?
By the end of this year.
Granted, that's not that big of a difference.
By the end of this year, because we're expecting a summer release for Switch 2. I think this is
Animal Crossing launch title.
I think it will be in the launch window, yeah. I mean, as a business, you got to think, what was the best-selling game on the Nintendo Switch? Mario Kart. And they're launching with Mario Kart. Okay?
I mean, I don't know. It might just be Mario Kart 8 Super Plus Deluxe 0.
Well, they've already shown it, and it doesn't look like that, but...
I mean, it looks kind of like it. They got another Donkey Kong skin.
But then you have, after Mario Kart, what's the most popular game that's sold on Switch? And that's Animal Crossing. So if they can launch with those two games, that's going to sell a lot of systems within the first year. And I think that's kind of what they want, is people coming in.
Unless people got burned out on Animal Crossing.
Which, if they did, it's been 5 years. So I think...
Only 5 years?
It came out in 2020. Only 5 years.
Only 5, you say?
Animal Crossing fans...
Some of us have been waiting like 20 years for next installations of games.
Yeah, well, keep waiting. Okay.
Oh,
We're
I
not here to
will.
talk about your problems,
Unfortunately, I
Metroid
will
fan.
keep waiting.
We're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about Animal Crossing. And I will say that Animal Crossing may have been the biggest cultural drop off in the history of ever. Nintendo had every opportunity to make a game that was going to be like the next biggest thing ever. I mean, you had freaking people in like regular media pop culture that were all playing Animal Crossing. It's wild. It's wild. And then they just said, yeah, we're done giving updates for this game.
Yeah.
And it just
Because
ended.
they'd already sold 1 million. Like,
So
I
if
said
they are
million,
not, if they are not,
40 million or whatever.
if
it
they
was.
did not end there to go, we need to make sure the next thing is ready for the next system, then what are they doing? Another
Congratulating
Splatoon game?
themselves. Yeah, like we did it, guys. We all did really good. Let's take a
Yeah.
break.
I think Animal Crossing is an imminent release for this year, but that's just me. Next up, Group 6. You want to read this one?
Yeah, they see the production and whatnot of externally developed series published by Nintendo, specifically Metroid Prime, Paper Mario, WarioWare, and Luigi's Mansion.
So they work with the teams external to Nintendo that are developing Nintendo first party titles.
And I feel like there's probably a game in all of those series in the works, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, we know Prime.
Yep.
Luigi's Mansion, I mean, they had I don't actually remember how many it sold. It sold pretty well, and it was definitely like the best selling Luigi's Mansion.
Oh, yeah. Play. Yeah. It was in the top 10. I'm fairly certain. Top 10 best sellers.
I can't remember how well. I mean, WarioWare, I mean, I feel like they always just make
a WarioWare game. I don't see WarioWare coming out super early in the life cycle, though. I mean, we did just get one, too. So that one could be a little bit later.
And that maybe they're not actually working on yet, but I mean, I feel like there'll definitely be a WarioWare game at some point.
Yes. Agreed. Group 7 here. They work on the 2D Metroid series, Famicom Detective Club series, Tomodachi series, Rhythm Heaven series. Wow. Quite the spread.
Almost the same kind of games.
The range.
I would think.
Rhythm Heaven is dead. I don't think that's coming back. They didn't make any games for it on Switch.
I mean, would you say F-Zero is dead? And does F-Zero 99 count as a new F-Zero?
That's tough to say there. I would say no. But it's I mean, they sure love to bring back that dead body and act like it's still around. It's like the Weekend at Bernie's of Nintendo series. You're like, oh, look, it's F-Zero. It's like, Weekend at Bernie's, right? They pretend that that movie?
It's still alive. Yeah.
Okay. You didn't say anything, so I had to explain to you the movie.
I was spacing out for a second.
Yeah, that's F-Zero. Nintendo's like, look, F-Zero 99. See, guys? And they're just like waving the dead body arm.
It's alive and well.
It's doing so good. Look, it's coming to NSO. Yay. I think with the success of Metroid Dread, they're almost certainly working on more 2D Metroid games right now. And that is developed independently from Metroid Prime as a series. They won't. Nintendo will plan those releases accordingly. So I don't think we'll see a 2D Metroid before Metroid Prime 4.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I don't think we'll get a 2D Metroid for a year plus.
Yeah, that's going to be later in the life cycle.
Or 2. Or maybe 3.
Paper Mario. That's an interesting one. It's been bit since we got a Paper Mario game. We did get
Yeah, they finally gave us
Thousand Year Door remake.
and they gave us Mario and Luigi, which I feel like it had been a while, and that's
Who
kind
developed
of
that one?
old school Paper Mario, but they'll definitely. I don't know what sort of fancy stuff they'll do for the newest Paper Mario. But Origami King sold pretty well, I think so.
Origami King sold pretty well, and I think the Thousand Year Door remake also sold really well.
Yeah, so I mean, they'll definitely be working on another one of those at some point. So I don't know if they're how high the priority is.
My guess is because they re-released the Thousand Year Door, they're going to try and do a return to form, with it being more RPG like and less Origami King like.
Yeah, I wondered about that, but I don't know.
Well, why would they do that?
I think they will do that.
Yeah,
just to give people a taste of the old school, so they can do something new again.
So they can rip it away. Here's what you wanted, and now we take it away.
Just go back and play this game if you like this kind of Paper Mario so much.
Famicom Detective Club is interesting in that they made 2 games that were remakes of old NES games, right? And then they made the new Smiling Man, which is just a brand new entry. And they seem like smaller titles as well. So I think we'll see more. It seems like they're trying to bring it back. I don't know how well it did though. But they also are kind of they're visual novels. So they're not hard to develop. I mean, they're hard to develop. Relative to the other things in their list here. That's a pretty simple one to put together and make. Okay, what is the Tomodachi series? Is that just Tomodachi Life? What does that mean?
I would assume so.
I tried.
It has 2 entries.
I am surprised that didn't get some sort of remake on Switch, since Miitopia did.
Yeah, it says Miitopia is related, but not quite a part of the series.
So maybe they're working on Miitopia too?
I'm not convinced.
I want to hope that they're making a Tomodachi Life. That's what they're working on right now. But they are for sure working on another 2D Metroid, and I think likely a Famicom Detective Club. No Rhythm Heaven. I don't think that's getting worked on.
Yeah.
I want it to. Don't get me wrong. All the Rhythm Heaven fans out there, I think that would be really cool, but I don't think it's coming back. That's my thought. Group 8. They make 3D Super Mario. Yeah, they're working on that right now. They've made it already, actually. That is guaranteed this year.
Guaranteed, you say?
Yep. 3D Mario in the first
launch window before the end of the year.
Yep.
It would be a good holiday title.
Group 9 is working on Mario Kart, as we know. They made ARMS as well.
I think it's dead.
I think it's dead. Which sucks. They put so much work and effort into that, and it had so much support post-launch.
It's pretty cool.
It is pretty fun, yeah.
They even got Min Min and Smash Bros.
Yeah. But I think they're just working on Mario Kart right now. Mario Kart 9 and potentially DLC for that. That seems like it worked well for the Mario Kart series, and they've done it for the past 2.
Yeah, I could definitely see them doing that again.
2 entries, yeah. Group 10. They make 2D Super Mario Bros. And Pikmin. What do you think they're working on right now?
Both. I mean, I think we'll probably see a 2D Mario before we see a new Pikmin game, though.
I think you're right. I think Miyamoto will push to have Pikmin being developed until he dies. It gets special favoritism from him. But they're definitely working on a 2D Mario, but I don't think that's a launch window. That's not a launch window Mario game. The 3D Mario is. They'll
Yeah.
spread that out. Plus, we got Mario Wonder somewhat recently. Relatively recently.
Yeah.
And then we've got the co-production group, which does most Mario spin-offs, Super Smash Bros. Series. This is similar to Group 6 in that they work with external teams, right? Smash Bros. Is primarily developed by Bandai Namco, and Sora, which is just Sakurai's personal business. So he works with Bandai Namco mainly. And so they're probably working on a bunch. But are they working on that?
Yeah, I don't know. It kind of sounded like Sakurai was a little done with Smash Bros.
But is Nintendo done with Smash Bros? No, they're not.
There will definitely be another Smash Bros.
There's going to be another Smash Bros. But... What do you think, though? Do you think a new Smash Bros. Is coming out? Or...
I wouldn't be surprised if it's a Smash Bros. Deluxe.
I kind of am subscribing to that. I think we'll get a Smash Bros. Ultimate Deluxe. Maybe they'll add a couple of new characters.
Yeah, maybe they'll give us all the DLC characters, and then we'll have more DLC characters.
Yeah. That would suck, honestly. I would rather have a new game, but I could also see that performing very well, selling very well. But I could also see them just being like, we're going to do this, Sakurai. And he'd be like, absolutely the heck not. And he's just like, pull him out of his what would you call it? Sabbatical from Smash Bros. He's like, nope. That's what happened to him for Brawl. Was it? Yeah. They were like, who was the president at the time? Iwata was like, he just threatened him. He's like, if you don't come and work on a new Smash Bros. Game, then I'm just going to re-release Melee on this new system with online. And he was like,
okay, cool, do it.
And Sakurai's like, no, you're not going to do that. We need to make a new game.
That's funny.
Yeah, that is funny. That
maybe it'd be
threatened him with sullying his name, because he's like, if I tell him this, he's going to feel obligated to come work on the project. And so I wonder if that'll happen again. He's like, I can't let my baby die.
Oh yeah. It's like, maybe we just get Ultimate Plus, and then they also just add Subspace Emissary 2 story modes.
That would be really cool, but
story mode was pretty cool in Ultimate, but I mean,
and the story mode
was better.
Brawl's story mode is the best, but Smash Bros. Just isn't a campaign game, and they know that. They're like, most people that are picking this up are not playing a campaign. They just want to play Smash Bros. as like a multiplayer game. Okay, last one here is the Smart Device Production Group. And they oversee Nintendo's external and internal developed mobile games.
This one I have no idea.
I feel like they've stepped away. They're
like, yeah, they haven't.
They're pulling back from the mobile game market, which is odd considering that some of those games have made them boatloads of money. Like Pocket Camp did really, really well. Yeah, I don't know. So probably not doing anything. I can't think of any games that would be coming out that would make sense.
Yeah, like what IPs they haven't already done a mobile game with.
Yeah,
that would work.
That's all of the teams. Do you think there's any other things you want to speculate on?
feel like that at least covers most of the series I want. I mean, I kind of want another Star Fox.
Yeah, who would be working on that? Probably the guys from the 3D Mario group. They'll move to Star Fox next.
It's always possible.
Yeah, I feel like this question, we didn't answer it very creatively or excitedly.
No.
We just kind of went through and went, they're probably working on that.
We're
Yeah.
on the same thing that they've done in the past. Yes.
So sorry, Will, but it's fun to see what teams are doing what. And we know some teams are tied up with current games, right? Like the Mario Kart team. So now we know ARMS 2 isn't in development.
Unless they're just working on multiple things.
So true. Thank you so much for
at least early development stuff could be split.
Thank you so much to Fedorba Will for the suggestion for a secret segment. And now I believe, Micah, it's time for the PAL topic. Okay. We are going to be playing a game here tonight. And the game is, how many can you name in 60 seconds? Micah, do you have a phone that can run a timer?
What if I said no?
I would have a hard time believing you.
Can I go ahead and say no, I don't?
Oh, well, that's really unfortunate.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, truly unfortunate. Okay, so I am putting into Chat GPT right now to give us a category. And the game here is that we can each say how much we think we can name in that category in 60 seconds.
And then we have to try and name that many?
Whoever names the higher number, and we can outbid each other. It's a bidding game. So like, I think I can name this many. Well, I think I can name this many. And then whoever
eventually sounds like, okay, go ahead and name that.
Okay, go ahead. Yes. If you are able to name everything, then you get 2 points. And let's say if you lose, you give the other person 1 point. The way there's,
I don't know. I was like, maybe just make it even, like 1 and 1 or something.
1 and 1. Well, I just thought that at that point it's like, well, no, that's
then it feels like
no,
there's extra incentive to go for it because
to go for it. Yeah,
you can still
you're right.
More.
Let's do 1 and 1. Let's do 1 and 1. Okay.
I know I'm really bad at these things, so it should be interesting.
All right. Okay, the first one here is, how many Smash Bros. Fighters can you name in 60 seconds?
Gross. I just don't even want to.
I think I can name 10.
There's too many. I can name 20. Wait.
You can name 20?
I'm going to be honest. I kind of forgot there's a 60-second time limit.
Yeah. I can name 21.
I've already said it, so.
I don't know. You want to outbid me on this one?
I can name 23.
I can name 27.
Okay, go for it.
All right, give me my timer.
I really don't want to. I know they're definitely 27.
You're going to have to keep track of the timer, and you're also going to have to I can also see it.
Oh, and count?
No,
this will be
you'll just have to make sure.
Yeah.
What? That's not a timer, that's a stopwatch, but I guess that works. You'll also have to just make sure I don't duplicate Guys, I have to name
Dude, that sounds hard.
7. That's a lot. That's a lot.
Dude, hey, just remember, no thinking about it.
Okay.
I can't type very fast. I don't know how I'm supposed
You're
to
gonna type?
check for duplicates.
It was just remember.
Well,
Like,
this is
oh, you already said
remember
them.
all 27? Are you crazy? Okay, well, here we go. Tell me when you're ready.
Okay.
I can't type it and show you.
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, go.
Falco, Fox, Wolf, Kirby, King DDD, Meta Knight, Mario, Luigi, Bowser, Peach. Count Echo Fighters, Daisy,
Sure, yeah.
Dr. Mario, Link, Young Link, Toon Link.
Nice.
How many am I at? That's 20, right?
I have no idea. It's absolutely not 20.
Zelda, Ganondorf, Sheik, Samus, Dark Samus, Ridley, Pikachu, Pichu, Jigglypuff, Lucario, Incineroar, Mewtwo,
5 seconds.
Ike, Crom.
Can't believe you almost didn't say Ike. Time's up.
I think that was 34.
I don't know. It seems like a lot. I just typed a bunch of ones for every name. So, is there
a way to add all these together?
Where's your count? Oh, gross. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29.
Ooh, okay. How did I get to 4 on one hand?
4. I mean,
yeah. Yeah, I guess.
Just gave
Oh, I just closed one hand. Okay, yeah. Okay, so 29.
Pretty good. Although, is Daisy even an Echo Fighter? Is Daisy in?
Yeah, she's an Echo Fighter.
Isn't it just like an alternate skin for Peach or something?
No,
I mean, not that it matters. They had an actual Daisy. Am I crazy? I don't remember this at all.
You're not crazy. Remember me getting upset that they put Daisy in and not Waluigi?
Oh, weird.
Dude, I didn't even get into the Fire Emblem characters. I panicked at the end there. I was like, Ike, Crom, and there's so many more. I was trying to think of Roy. I couldn't. I got stuck thinking. I'm like red hair. And why did I jump there? And I didn't name a single mother character or
Ness, Lucas.
Yeah, I guess it's just those two. Mr. Game and Watch.
I don't think it's that many. Sonic, Snake, all the Bayonetta, the third-party kind of things.
Cloud. Oh yeah, I didn't even touch into those. Man, there's so many. I did better than I thought. I did hit the 27. So that's a point for me. All right, let's go to our next one here. Mario Kart tracks. How many Mario Kart tracks can you name?
I mean, are we counting separate Rainbow Road? I mean, like, how do those work?
I think let's just gentleman's agreement. Rainbow Road is just one.
One. Oh, okay, yeah. Fair enough.
Otherwise, there's like 6 of them.
Oh, at least.
I
think there's a few Bowser's Castles, so maybe the same for that.
Yeah. Any that are just duplicate names, just not count. Okay, I'll start. I can name 10.
I can name one more than that.
11?
Yeah.
You just want to go up by 1?
I absolutely do.
I think I'll take it. I'm gonna go 12. I can do it. I can do 12.
19.
Okay, you can take it. You can do it. There's no way I can't name 19 just off memory.
Well, dang it. I know there's like 100 of them.
Done this to yourself.
I was really hoping you'd say 20 and then just go for it.
All right, you have a 1 minute timer here. Tell me when.
Are you keeping track of what I'm saying?
I'll just make sure you don't repeat. But yes, I'll track as well.
Okay. I'm ready. Mario Circuit, the Ouija Circuit, probably a thing. Waluigi Stadium. Did I say Wario Goldmine?
Nope,
Peach Beach. Donkey Kong something. Boo Boardwalk.
The Donkey Kong
Donkey
something
Kong
doesn't
one.
count. Boo's Boardwalk does. Okay.
DK Mountain. Oh, what time is it? Rainbow Road, obviously. Bowser's Castle. Rumble Volcano or Grumble Volcano.
Yep. That's 10.
Wow, I
20
did way
seconds
better than I
left.
thought I would. What's the Toad one? I should probably try to think of a different one.
You got 10 seconds left.
Hyrule Track. Now I'm distracted by all these messages I'm getting because I'm so popular.
People, oh, that is tough, man. You got 10.
Oh, are you sure that's not 11?
I don't think Hyrule Track is the name of the track.
I don't think I gave myself one for that. Maybe I did.
You also
But either
said
way, I
Donkey
mean, it wasn't
Kong
a-
something. Yeah.
Well, then I said, oh, yeah, I didn't give myself one for that. But I did remember DK Mountain or DK Summit or something.
Yeah, I counted 10 that you got there. So, I mean, you may. I'll give you 11.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's better than I thought.
But I
Yeah,
got
that
a point.
Something.
So
I can think of so many. I just don't know their names.
exactly. I was like, I was just thinking. I'm going. Okay, I could think of like 3 more on top of that. So that would have been a struggle.
Yeah. I think you would have had it though. You've played, I think, a little more Mario Kart than I have.
You want to do a Gen 1 Pokemon?
Oh, gosh.
I don't want to do that one
I don't think I
think
have too many options.
I think you and me could name too many, and it would just take so long.
I'm pretty sure I would brain fart and not name that many is the problem.
Just run through the rap.
It could only take 60 seconds. Oh, yeah, I don't remember the rap.
I know a couple lines from the rap. Nintendo consoles and handhelds. How many Nintendo consoles and handhelds can you name?
I feel like it's cheating being able to try and think about them in advance. So I try not to.
Yeah, right. I'm not thinking about it in advance. But I do want to clarify. I think we should count different iterations of the same thing.
Okay.
Like a Switch and a Switch.
Many.
A Switch and Switch Lite would be
but
2.
OLED. I mean, I kind of want to count that, but maybe I
you
guess.
Wouldn't. I would. It's like marketed as a separate thing, so they have a separate SKU.
Okay. I think I can name 7.
I think I can name 14.
I think I can name 15.
I think I'm like, how many?
It's like, how many are there actually?
I don't know. I think I can name 18.
I'm fighting real hard to not try and think through the list of how many there could be.
I am as well.
Consoles or something. There's a bunch of
like
handhelds probably. You
18,
say 18?
18 seems high, but yeah.
Yeah, but I bet you could do it. Especially depending on what counts. Because they got maybe I shouldn't mention it yet. Like the Game & Watch. It's like the real small new ones they kind of came out with. Do those count?
Yeah, I don't know.
I'll say 19. And then if you make me go for it, I'll judge.
I will say 20. I can do 20. You want to go higher? You think you can do higher than 20?
I think there's a surprising amount of consoles is the problem.
I'm trying really hard not to think through it. I'm just like, 21.
You know, I'll let you go for 20.
Okay.
I think there are technically 20.
There has to be, but it's going to be pulling. It's going to be reaching. And in 1 minute is the thing, is you don't have a lot of time to think about it.
I guess I got to start my timer.
Okay.
Ready, set, go.
Nintendo Entertainment System, Super Nintendo Entertainment System, Nintendo 64, GameCube, Nintendo Wii. I'm not going to name their whole name. The Wii U, the Nintendo Switch. 7. Virtual Boy.
Yeah, that's okay.
Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Advance SP, Game Boy Advance Micro, the Nintendo DS, the Nintendo DSi, the Nintendo 3DS, the Nintendo 2DS, Game & Watch. Oh, I lost it. Oh, I was so close. 18.
You didn't even go the 3DS XL?
Oh, I forgot.
3DS XL?
I was like, there's more variations, right?
The Wii Mini? Did you list all the Switch versions? Or did you just say
No!
Switch?
No!
Yeah.
Dang it!
Did I space out?
I just forgot. I was under time pressure on the spot. I was just like walking through them progressively. I went up in time and then just forgot about my whole variations argument.
I think I probably would have forgot the DSi and the Micro. I don't remember that, but I would have had
the Game Boy Advance Micro is awesome. It's like this big. It's so small.
But I would have had the DS XL. I think it's one I thought of.
Yeah, the 3DS
XL. Actually,
XL.
named the Switch things.
Yeah, so you probably would.
Like, I don't know. Maybe I could have, but I don't know.
Yeah.
At the same time, when you're like under the time crunch, it's way harder to think.
Yes. All right, that's a point for you. You got
That's
it.
close.
How many power-ups from Mario games can you name in 60 seconds?
I don't know their names. 4. I mean, do you have to say their actual name or just essentially what they are?
What do you mean what their actual name is?
Because they got that like spin cap thing. It gives you a mushroom with a hat that spins and lets you go up. What the heck's that called?
That's not a power-up.
In Mario?
Yeah, that's like a badge. Spin.
No,
You have to give the right name. It's called a propeller hat.
How am I supposed to know that? Are you crazy?
I thought you were talking about the new badges from Mario Wonder. I'm like, that's not a power up. That's just a badge. I'm gonna say 10. I can name 10.
I'm gonna say 11.
15.
I'm not thinking through them. I'm just thinking if I know them.
Based off the fact that you didn't know what a propeller hat was,
it's not looking good. Also, there's going to be a lot of dangerous fact checking. Not dangerous, but difficult. Because I won't know if what you're saying is real. Did you say 15?
I said 15.
1 every 4 seconds. You'll get at least 7 in the first 3 seconds, though. How hard will you struggle for the last?
I mean, I have a bunch that pop into off rip, just pop in the head. So.
I can name 18.
I'm gonna let you take it. I don't know if I can do 18.
You don't think you can do 18?
I think I could, but not under time pressure of 1 minute.
Easy.
Okay.
For some people.
All right. Tell me when you're.
Okay. Well, first of all, I'm just gonna say poison mushroom definitely counts.
Okay. Okay.
Superstar / Starman.
Okay.
Poison mushroom. Super mushroom, one up mushroom, giant mushroom, fire flower, ice flower, tanuki suit, and I'm dead. The golden tanuki suit, it's real.
Mm-hmm.
Propeller hat, the hammer hat. I don't know if you're counting that one. Is that what it's called?
I don't think
The
that's what it's
master
called.
sword from. What have I said? What haven't I said? Frog suit, cat suit. That's what those are called.
Mm-hmm. You need 6 more, I think.
The duplicating cherry.
Okay.
Mini mushroom.
So close.
And yet so far.
Ugh.
Oh, boomerang.
Oh yeah, boomerang, blue shell.
Yeah.
There's the blue shell power up.
I know you could they have the shells. That was better than I expected, even though I maybe got a couple questionable ones.
I think that I way overestimated my abilities there because I hadn't thought of a lot of the ones you gave.
I think I got 16. I was actually real close.
Yeah, you were very close. Ice flower.
I said that one.
Did you?
Yeah, I said fire flower and ice flower.
Oh, I didn't. Okay.
Although I know there's a bunch more.
Bee suit.
I guess that is a thing.
Cloud cap.
Is that what that's called?
The elephant.
Oh mushroom. Yeah, but what's that called? Just elephant mushroom?
I would have given it to you.
What's anything called?
Yeah, very
specific. If I just said 16 though, maybe if you had told me to go for it then.
Yeah, you would have got it. Yeah.
But I was trying to drag it up so you would go for it.
It's a game of gambling, man.
I trusted your abilities more than you trusted your own.
Kirby copy abilities.
I can do 2.
I can do 5.
Gosh dang it.
It's gonna even that's gonna be such a struggle. I don't know what their names are.
I can do 6.
I'll jump to 10. 10. I can do 10. I want you to stop bidding. I want you to stop bidding.
I can do 11.
Okay, bet. You can do 11. Good luck. I'm like, there's no way. There's no way I can do that. Okay, I'm not gonna give you a lot of time to think about it. 3, 2, 1, go.
Bomb, wheel, sleep, spike, spines, one of those 2. Freeze, sword, boomerang. And now I'm dead in the water. Burn, fire, flame blast, flame. I'm sure one of those is the correct name. Whirlwind. Brick. That's gotta be what's called, right?
Yeah. Keep going. I think that's 11, but
oh gosh. Crap, it's 10. Oh no. Electric. What is actually called? The names are actually all really basic, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna randomly say hammer in case I need another one. And if that might be real.
It is.
Is it really?
Yeah. Hammer.
Wow.
Fighter. Did you say fighter?
Oh no, I didn't. I just said sword.
There's the UFO.
Oh duh. I forgot about that. That was awesome.
Crash Kirby.
Oh, that's the fire.
Man, I could do I could do a lot more. I mean, you threw a lot out there, but in my mind, I knew all those ones and probably could have done all of those. In that rapid succession, but
should have trusted yourself more.
But I thought there's no way that adds up to 11. It's like,
I thought, yeah.
that was
Oh, when
good.
I said two, like there were two that just popped into my mind instantly, and I was like, I don't know if I can think of any more than
And also,
bomb and sleep.
I appreciate the silent gentleman's agreement here to not use Smash Bros.
Oh yeah,
that would have just
Warlock Punch.
been...
I think that's
you
actually
just
what it's
start
called
naming
or something.
Smash. You just name Smash Bros.
Donkey Kong Punch.
Okay.
Bomb. Oh, I
So
guess that is.
that's the list here. I'm down to do another round or two. We want. It says, "Let me know if you want something even more niche." Okay, we went through that list. It says, "Do you want something even more niche or chaotic?"
Yeah, why not?
I would love more niche.
I'm still trying to think. What's that Toad Mario Kart track?
Are you thinking of Mushroom Gorge?
They also have a Toad circuit. How many circuits do they have?
Daisy Circuit. Mario Circuit, Luigi Circuit, Daisy Circuit.
I swear they had like a. I thought they had like a Toad one where they're
and you didn't even get into like the Sydney Sprint.
Oh yeah, I don't remember what any of those are called.
Yeah,
or anymore.
So many. Okay, here's the first one. WarioWare micro games.
No,
I'm just gonna veto this.
I don't zero.
I don't know any of the names of those games specifically.
Pull the turnips, pluck the nose hair. It's the only two I can think of. I don't even know that's what they're called.
Paper Mario Partners.
Oh gosh, I don't know how to do this one because it'd be so embarrassing.
I can name 4.
Are we talking through all games?
All games. I can name 4.
I've only really played like 2. Well, I guess there's.
I don't remember any of the names from the ones in Super Paper Mario. None. None.
Which one is Super Paper Mario?
It's the one with like the different fairy things that are like a fist. And
have I played Super Paper Mario?
That's the Wii one.
Oh, that one. Yeah. I don't know what fairies you're talking about. I can name 5.
I can name 6.
I'm gonna let you name 6.
No,
I can't think of it. I've blanked so hard.
I don't want to do this. I have 10 seconds.
It's so embarrassing. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, Goombario.
Goombario.
Goombet. Is that her name? We're gonna have to fact check
that one.
Coop.
I couldn't think of his name.
Bobby, the Babomb.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no! Don't do this to me, man.
I can almost think of one more. I can think of half of one more.
Vivian. What? I remember what. How many did I say I could name? 6?
Yeah, that's theoretically 6 if they're all real.
Miss Mouse.
Oh yeah, that was legit. Well, I think it might technically be Ms. Mouse.
But... Miss Mouse? Yeah, she's not married. Cooper. 3. Is his name Cooper? Please tell me it's Cooper. Okay.
There's no way.
Goombet is not her name, right?
I think it's Goombella or something, isn't it?
Goombet is the Goomba girl in Mario Odyssey. Okay, so that one's off.
I mean, it's I've forgotten other things you've said.
Cooper is the name of the one. And Coop is the name of the other one. Coops.
Ooh, Coops. I don't know. I think I'm gonna take that
You
one
can't
off.
do that. No.
I think I can take that one off.
Goombario is a
I
character.
did not remember Goombario. And Watt? I don't remember Watt at all. Which one's that from?
First Paper Mario.
Oh yeah. Little sun dude. Although is that still 6?
I said Goombario, Watt, Cooper,
Ms. Mouse,
Ms. Mouse,
and Bobby.
Bobby. I named 8, so Coop was not one.
Goombet.
Goombet was not one. What was the last one?
Did you name 8?
I
can't.
I counted to 8. Cooper was a very last minute addition.
Yeah. Which, yeah, I was real close because with the natural delay between.
Yeah.
What? Did you say another? I know there's Admiral Bobbery or something like that.
Yeah.
I could think of Admiral something.
Oh, yes. Okay, it's on the tip of my tongue here.
Either way, I feel like this is
Vivian.
Oh yeah, Vivian.
Yes, Vivian's real. That's the name of the little ghost girl character. I was like, it's V something. Oh my goodness.
Well done.
Barely. I'm so glad that I just threw in extras at the end because I wouldn't have made it.
Cooper.
Well, I was like, their names are so similar, and they're so, like, literally, the first Paper Mario game and the second Paper Mario game have the same party members. They just made them more interesting in Thousand Year Door. They're like the exact same. You got Cooper, and then he's just Coops in the next one. It's like the same guy, same ability and everything. Goombario goes to Goombella. They do the same thing. Vivian makes you invisible, right?
Yeah. And then there's a lady who throws away paper walls and things.
Yeah.
There's the baby Yoshi, but you get to name that, I'm pretty sure. So
dang it.
I would. Yeah, and you called him Coop, right?
I did call him Coop
in your playthrough. No, the baby Yoshi.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. All right.
Yeah, it's like I could have thought of 3 from Thousand Year Door, but then I was like brain farting so much on everything else.
How about this one? Pokemon moves that sound like regular verbs.
No.
Example: cut, bounce, dig, splash.
Absolutely not.
That's awesome.
That's horrible. That is way too subjective.
Okay. Pick. Let's do a random Zelda game generator. And The Legend of Zelda Spirit. Legend of Zelda Spirit Tracks. Have you played Spirit Tracks?
15 years ago.
Same. How many NPCs can you name in The Legend of Zelda Spirit Tracks?
2.
Oh, I can name 2. It's the problem. Okay.
Don't think about it too hard.
I can name 3.
I can name 4.
I can let you name 4.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. Do you need a timer? Or do you have 4 off rip?
Oh, I got it. For sure.
Okay. Here goes. It's going.
Link. Tetra slash Zelda.
He is a playable character. It's NPCs.
It still counts. Nico, Tingle, Ganondorf.
Spirit
How many
Tracks?
of those count? Yeah, I don't know.
Only one
Only
of
one
those
Ganondorf
characters
counts?
you named is
There's
in
no
Spirit
Nico?
Tracks. There's
Are you
Nico.
sure?
He's the only one.
Zelda? Tetra?
They're playable. Zelda is a playable character
You
in Spirit
play as
Tracks.
Zelda? Since when? The
I mean,
red lion, but a
we-
train?
We can
There's
maybe
no
count
Tingle
it.
you talking about?
There's no Tingle in Spirit Tracks.
What about a Ganon?
No.
What about the Phantom Armor?
Yeah, that's the playable. I mean, if you want to
What about
count
Beetle?
Zelda. I think you just named a bunch of characters from Wind Waker. Spirit Tracks takes place like 100 years after that.
Yeah, but Beetle's in every game, so
Is Beetle in Spirit
yeah.
Tracks?
I was originally thinking characters and not non-playable characters.
It
So I
is
do-
in Spirit Tracks. You got Beetle. Zelda. So, should I give you Zelda?
Does it matter?
Because Zelda's ghost inhabits the phantom armor that you control. It's not exactly an NPC.
I would have been right, but I was thinking just characters.
Nico is in.
But they got a lot of weirdos. Yeah, who is the enemy?
Okay.
In,
Chancellor Cole. That's one I could have named.
who? I should have named Goron Elder. Of course, there's a Goron Elder and a Goron Child.
Chancellor Cole.
Orca. Oh, they got another Orca. I should have named more people from Wind Waker.
And then I think Alfonso.
Oh yeah, he's in.
He was the other train conductor guy. And head guard number 3. I don't know. That game didn't have all. I mean, that of all the Zelda games, that is probably the one I could name the least amount of guys.
Yeah,
it's a point for me.
Yeah, only because I've misunderstood the question.
Okay.
I estimated my abilities perfectly.
You want to do one more? Yeah, final round. We need
It's actually the same Nico. He's like just a million years old.
Yep. That's why I was like, Nico? Chancellor Cole?
Linebeck the third.
And Alfonso. I could name 3. Oh, yeah, Linebeck. Yeah, duh.
Chancellor? I don't know. He's not on this list of characters.
Chancellor Cole. He is the main enemy of the game.
I don't know. How do you spell Cole?
Cole.
Oh, they just say Cole. Okay, yeah. What is Beetle doing in this game?
I don't remember him in the game, so
I'm pretty sure he's flying in the sky in like a hot air balloon thing again. And you can see him on the tracks, or that's something else. Postman. Obviously, I should have said that. Milo.
I don't remember that guy at all.
I should have just named names from every Zelda game because Orca's back, except now it's a lady.
Okay, so this I asked it for a good final round, and it's how many Mario enemies that aren't Goombas or Koopa Troopas can you name?
Are we counting like sub bosses?
Sub bosses.
Like
What do you?
the Koopa Links, the Koopa Kids. What are they called?
Um. Do you want to count? Do you want to count bosses?
No.
Okay. So just standard enemies that can be found in the world that aren't Koopas or Goombas.
I can name 2.
I can name 5. And I think that's going to be a struggle. I'm sounding confident, but
aren't Goombas or Koopa, which I mean that's like Hammer Bros, Fire Bros, or whatever they're called. What other enemies are there? How many did you say you can name? 5?
I said 5. Yeah.
Easy. 6. I mean, by bosses, we're not counting like Bowser. Then it's just like
right
standard.
I'm gonna say 10. I can do 10.
I'm trying to think of games. What's a game that has a lot of
you should be thinking
enemies?
of answers. You have to just give.
Oh, I'm not thinking of answers. I'm just thinking of games that might have lots of answers.
I'm not confident that I can do 10. I feel like I'm going to get 4 and then just be like, all right.
The thing is, I know you'll get 10.
Okay.
But will I get 11 is the question. And it doesn't have a good answer. It's just Mario games. Yeah, you. Well, no, I listened last. No, I'll let you go with 10.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
Wiggler, Shy Guy, Buzzy Beetle, Bat, just like little eeky bats.
Okay.
Hammer Bro.
Hey, that's Koopa.
He's a Koopa?
Yeah, he's a type of Koopa.
Oh shoot. 4. Sorry about that. Snakes.
I guess they do have snakes in.
Pokey, Spike, Monty
Spike?
Mole.
Mm-hmm. The guy that throw the spike balls.
Yep. Oh my gosh, I flubbed it hard. I couldn't think of any.
Plant, Chain Chomp, Bob-omb, Swamp,
Booze. There's so many.
Oh, yeah,
there's so many.
Earlier,
I just panicked under pressure.
The first 4 you named, though, I was like, "What is he talking about?"
Yeah. So Spikes are those green lists. Guys that
I've forgotten it.
And then Pokey.
Yeah, we had very different lists. Like, if we worked together, we would have got it, though.
Darn it.
Oh, I had Spinies and Lakitu.
Oh, but is Lakitu a Koopa, though?
Is he?
He's got a shell.
I mean, Spinies have shells, too.
Yeah, but he's like
That's Koopa a good question, though. I hadn't thought of him as a... I guess he is. They are Koopas, you're right.
Huh.
But they have glasses, so
there's so many. I should have done so.
Before you started, I was like, oh, so no Koopa, so Hammer Bros don't count.
I thought you said, oh, so Hammer Bros. And I was like,
it's like, so don't count, yeah.
Oh, I should have just walked through the games instead of I just completely blank slated at 8. I was just out. Like,
yeah, that was kind of rough. I feel like I got most of mine from 64 enemies.
I started thinking about I thought that my ace in the hole was Super Mario 2. I was like, oh, these are weird ones. Yes.
The sun.
Yeah.
Birds. What are those birds called? Birdo?
Monty Mole.
Monty Mole, that was a good one.
Yeah, man,
Well,
I feel like that was a
I'm so
major
glad
loss.
you failed and not me. How
Well,
embarrassing on a
that is
Nintendo
that's
show.
where we'll end this. I believe that I won more of the rounds
You
than you
did.
in that one. This was a fun game though.
I think it was 5-3. But
We
I mean,
should,
to be fair, I mean, if some people might think that one of them shouldn't really count because I misunderstood the question.
yeah, true.
I mean, it should count, but I'm just sad that I estimated my abilities perfectly. And then I ended up losing because I misunderstood. I
Yeah, it was really an unfortunate time.
uh,
We should challenge another podcast to this. Me and we could be a
no, see,
team.
that would be embarrassing. They'd be really good, probably, and we would suck.
I feel like as a team we would do well.
Really?
Like on that Mario
Yeah,
one just
probably.
now, we
That
would have
one
gotten
was good,
a
actually.
surprising amount of enemies between the two of us.
We'll just have to challenge non-Nintendo podcasters
Yeah,
to
good idea.
Nintendo themes.
Good idea. It's
Then
like
we really can't lose.
playing basketball against elementary school students.
Hey, some of them can shoot pretty good.
Well, Micah, where can people find us on the interwebs?
You can find us on YouTube, Twitch, probably, Patreon. I've forgotten all
And
of them.
mostly podcast platforms.
Yeah. I'm like,
Mostly that.
We don't do this on Twitch, do we?
Not
don't, right?
Not often, but we do have a Twitch channel, so you can find us doing stuff over on Twitch. We do use the channel, but not for podcasting. And you can find myself. I have my own channels across all social media platforms, Andros1 and all those places. Huge thanks and shout out to Roger Pollard for making our intro music and for our logo. If you want to check out his stuff, links are in the description of the episode. And huge thanks and shout out to all of you who have left us 5-star reviews on your podcast listening app of choice. It helps the show get discovered by more people and helps us feel good about ourselves. Bonus, it's like a bonus star in Mario Party where we get to win even though we didn't do that good. Yeah.
Always ruining my life.
Well, with that, Micah, we need to do an ad.
Oh yeah, ChatGPT ad.
Yes, our fake ad. I believe it is your turn to do the ad, so I'll let you generate the ad read. It can be for random obscure thing. And while you do that, I will do another plug once again for Andros1 follower February. I am trying to get as many followers across all social media platforms as possible. So check me out over on Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok, where I am posting videos and streams almost daily. So you can find me gallivanting about. I'm doing a lot of new Zelda challenges, trying new games, and streams that tackle new things. I live stream on Twitch, TikTok, and YouTube, all 3 of those platforms. So if you want to catch a live stream, you can catch it on your platform of preference. And hope to see you over there. All right, Micah, give us our ad read.
That's real good. Power Up Punch, the sports drink for Nintendo Masters. Tired of losing to your little cousin in Mario Kart?
Oh, yeah.
Struggling to land that final Smash Bros. KO? Wish you had frame perfect reflexes in Tears of the Kingdom? Power Up Punch is the only sports drink scientifically engineered, asterisks, science not confirmed by actual scientists, to boost your reaction time, button mashing speed, and gamer instincts. It gives, then there's a checklist. It gives you plus 10 APM boost. I don't actually know what that means.
That's like A presses per minute.
What? It is outspeeds your rivals in Mario Party mini games. 99% more clutch. Never miss a parry in Breath of the Wild. Instant focus mode. Perfect for sweaty Pokemon Showdown battles. Taste the high score. Now in Yoshi Berry Blast and Metroid Mango Mayhem.
Drink Metroid Mango is a great.
It sounds really good.
Great flavor combo idea.
Drink Power Up Punch and become the final boss. Now available exclusively at your local item shop or online with the Konami code for free shipping. And it has some hashtags. Game harder, Power Up Punch and Gamer Juice.
I think we need to sell this, man. I think we need to make this product and sell it.
Plus 10 APM boost.
I love the idea of just making up science and be like, you want to be a better button masher? You need this Gatorade. It's awesome.
It has enough caffeine that'll give you the shakes, which is like automatic button pressing.
Oh, that's so good. Thank you to our lovely sponsors over at Power Up Punch.
Power Up Punch.
And if you would like to sponsor our show, reach out to us for business inquiries. And that's at nintendopalspodcast@gmail.com. Have a great day. Bye.